500 years ago, surviving winter came down to one thing: calories. No grocery stores, just whatever people could get from nature. And today, I want to get myself 4,000 calories also just from nature. However, I've only got 8 hours before it gets dark, so let's start by trying to get some calories from the ocean. Let's go. Now I need bait, so let's go to the nearest forest. Tarmo, get ready! This is Tarmo, and he just got us the first 1500 calories per person. He actually lives a lifestyle where he gets most of his food from nature. Unlike me, I grew up in a big city where you only get food from grocery stores. You can't even pick an apple. And that's why people growing up in villages always make fun of city people, saying that they would never be able to survive even a day in nature. So let's prove them wrong. Let's see if we, city people, can survive only on nature in the Arctic cold. But since these are some of the hardest conditions on this planet, I need Tarmo as a teacher. Alright, now that we got the liver from the rabbit, we can put it on this hook and then drop the bait to the hole. And this hopefully attracts now something bigger with more calories. And the sticks we just need so we can wrap around the line, and then this is working for us. And while we wait, let's see if we can get manually something from under the ice. I'm using this little thing as bait. However, I cannot just leave it here like the liver. I have to manually move it, because like that, this little thing looks like a real fish, and this should attract other fish. Ice fishing is a very efficient technique for getting food in winter. However, for people like me who are used to weather around 50 degrees warmer, it can become quite tough. The village people now probably think that this city guy will never ever survive a day out there. And looking at this frozen landscape, they might be right. It is so cold here, so every now and then I start running just to keep myself warm. Here you can see a huge crack in the ice. And that's because there is current under the ice, and when there is too much current, the ice cracks, and there could also be spots where the ice is super thin and it still looks very solid, so we have to be very careful here. Tarmo explained all this to me. I would have never even thought about the current under ice, and he has some more pretty cool knowledge. These are wolf tracks from last night. You can see the claws here in the snow. It's crazy how much wildlife there is. You only realize this because of the snow, because they all leave their tracks behind.
One calorie for Jan. Perfect.
It is very important to return very small fish to the water to keep the fish population healthy. That's why we are also trying today to get our 4,000 calories from different sources, so we don't overexploit the ocean. Yes, we are fishing the frozen ocean. But not every animal helps the population alive. Rabbits are a huge problem in this region. Their population has exploded over the years, and they are infecting each other with rabbit fever. This could lead to the entire population dying out. So by reducing their numbers, we can help keep the population healthy. Otherwise, we would have not shot our lunch for later, the rabbit, this morning. Let's quickly check what the liver is doing here, if there is something on. Nope, not yet.
Yes. Yes, this is perfect for bait.
This is the perch Tarmo has caught. It's already half frozen, it's so cold. But we are not gonna eat it. We are gonna invest these calories in bait to catch something bigger, hopefully. I'm again putting a big hook into this perch. And then again, we just drop it. And on the stick, there is the line attached. And now we have double the chance to catch something without having to do anything. Ice fishing sometimes feels like playing the lottery. You drill hole after hole with the hope of catching food, but most of the time you end up disappointed, and I'm slowly getting embarrassed by how bad I'm performing. However, we currently have 4 hot holes. One with the liver, one with the perch, one where Tarmo caught the perch, and one where I earlier lost a very big fish. I'm going back where I lost the big one. Another big crack in the ice, but here it's thick enough. Come on, I'm getting hungry. We need some calories from the ocean. One thing is for sure, I've burnt more calories than the ones we have got so far. I think it's soon time to prepare the rabbit. Already frozen.
No way! Hey! Hey, 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 hey! Jan! A big fish has eaten our bait and broken the line! Oi, paska!
It would be really interesting to put down another perch right away to see what happens, but we just can't seem to find any more. So we have to search for perch in a new area, not only for bait, but also to get some more calories. We walk now like 2 kilometers to a new bay. There is a stream coming in, so we hope that this stream brings in new life. However, we have no clue how thick the ice is since there is an open stream, so we have to be very careful. We always have with us this thing here, so in case we break through the ice, we can put these into the ice and drag ourselves up. Very needed where there is stream, but where there is stream, there could always be some very big fishes. So let's see if I can catch now my first fish through the ice. I'm getting hungry.
Oh! Oh no. Yes! Yeah! Yes! Oh, that's a perfect calories for us, and it's best tasting meat there is from the fishes in the Finland. Yes!
You can clearly see how experienced Tarmo is at getting food from nature. Anywhere he goes, he succeeds. But now it's time for me to implement what he has taught me so far, because he's about to leave me alone to go rabbit hunting again. However, usually when you hunt rabbits, you have someone with you as a helper, and that was me this morning. By walking through the forest, you automatically make noise that scares the rabbits. That's why they jump out of their hideout, and the hunter then only needs to shoot them down. However, we realized that due to the frozen snow, we were making way too much noise together, so by going alone, he should have better chances of getting another one. But before Tarmo heads out, he wants to give me one little thing. So Tarmo is now giving me the best lure I'm somehow cursed. I don't catch anything. So now,
This will bring the magic, I think.
let's hope so. I traveled all the way up here and don't even catch anything. Oh. While I keep fishing, Tarmo is searching for another rabbit further away from the ocean, where it's so cold that even the trees are frozen.
Mä oon etsinyt jäniksiä viimeisen 15 kilometriä. Eikä perseen vilausta. Ouch! Siinä oli helkkari hyppyrit ja kaikki tässä näissä. Täällä on siis 1,000,000 jälkeä. Tuossakin menee yhdet. Mutta missä on reporanga?
Right behind me there is a rock and somewhere a pole that marks something for the boats. So it could be that at the rock it's very shallow and at the pole over there it's deep enough for the boats to drive by. And in between there could be like a little hole where I might find my first ice fish. Yeah! Yes! Oh, the smallest fish in Finland. But a fish. Normally, I would always release these fishes, especially that small. But since we brought it to the super cold air, it's actually already frozen and it's not even a minute out of the water. So yeah, sorry for the fish, but even though I've been fishing my whole life, I still struggle with killing fish. But that's something I have to get used to. I really want to learn how to get my own food from nature, and not just for this video. It would be really cool not to have to spend tons of money on meat and at the same time be able to eat the freshest and healthiest food possible, just like Tarmo does.
Jumittu pyssy. Vamos! Ei tarvinnut kävellä kuin 20 kilometriä.
This rabbit is a freaking beast, but it's not enough to get us to 4,000 calories each. After skinning the rabbit, there is way less left since the fur is so thick to protect them against these ice-cold conditions. And these weather conditions are also the reason why we need around 4,000 calories per day, as our bodies burn so much just to keep us warm.
We are almost as frozen as these fishes are, so we need to make a fire and warm up a little bit and make a lunch in the same time.
I'm so hungry.
Same here. And of course, we forgot the fire stitches at home. Luckily I had this fire set with me, which has this, which makes sparks. So hopefully with this I can make a fire for us. Either way, if I can't, we are screwed. Yes. Come on.
Now I can finally unfreeze my selfie stick. I cannot fold it back anymore.
Finally I can unfreeze myself.
I am on a mission here. We need sticks for the meat. I'm the stick man. I didn't basically help with anything else during this video. Perfect. At least this works like a charm. While we are slowly starting to warm up, I can't stop thinking about the rabbit. I felt very sad when we got it, which is weird since I eat meat on a weekly basis. But because I usually buy ready-to-eat meat in the grocery store, I never get to see the animal that had to die for it. So when you are the one ending an animal's life, it hits differently. You instantly start to appreciate the meat you are about to eat much more, and you try not to waste anything at all, not even the guts, which are still in the water on our first spot. First bite, and after we ate, we are gonna go back to where the stream is coming in. This is the best area where we haven't fished yet.
Oh. I think it's very good.
So good. All right, we arrived at the streamy area. Careful. Yep, we have to be super careful. There is open water, but this also means that the current could push in some smaller fish, and the bigger ones are waiting over there, so we just have to go there. Yeah, it's 7. This is so far the deepest hole. Very good sign, but we cannot go any closer to the stream. We later will go there where the sun is shining and fish along the weed line. Ooh! I think I had something. Oh, this is getting interesting now. Now we just need something big. We're still far away from those 4,000 calories and only have around 3 hours of daylight left. And I'm very afraid that after traveling thousands of kilometers up north, I will have to go back home, having failed to change the reputation of us city people. However, we still have 2 chances to hit our calorie goal. We still can get a big fish, but then later we will also go hunt again, and who knows what will cross our way in the forest. We started already to walk back to the liver, and then we discovered here quite a lot of holes, so probably the locals, they fished here, and that's a very good sign. So we're gonna make a very quick stop here, but then move on because we don't have too much time left. That was a bite. Yep. There we go. Small perch. Nice.
This is too small to take. In Finnish law, the sander has to be over 42 centimeters to take home. So I will put it back.
For the last around 30 minutes, I decided to come here because a local fisherman was so kind to show me his best big fish spot. And while I fish here, Tarmo stayed at the holes because the fish seem to be active, and like that we can split our work and have the best chances to increase our calories before we go back to the liver and then to the forest. Nice! No! Did he cut the line? Big. Shit! It's the last 15 minutes we can spend here. Tarmo joined me. He actually boosted our calorie stats quite a bit. It might seem like not a lot, but we still have the hunting, and if we get something there, We are more than done because it's gonna be a big animal.
Yeah.
Hopefully. With the liver still in the water, we are walking back to our first spot with high hopes after no other fish took our lures at the weed line where the local fisherman lost the very big fish. But then, from far away, I spotted something that might boost our calorie count quite a bit. A big roebuck is standing in an open field. We have to be very quiet to not spook it. So quiet that I can't even move any closer because my suit makes too much noise. That's why I am only the cameraman right now and Tarmo is sneaking up on it. There is a perfect bush where he can hide, but the roebuck has already heard him. And while Tarmo is setting up the shot, the roebuck started walking back into the forest. The shot missed its target, but Tarmo has seen something else. Tarmo has spotted another one. The roebuck, we saw there are actually many of them. They are over there. We have to be super quiet. They can hear very well. Tarmo is now going down there. And I stay up here to not make any more noise. It lost a leg, but we have to hunt it down now, it's hurt.
Alright, I need to change to a shotgun because the rifle is not on point. I hit it in the morning to the elevator, so I think something went wrong there. So I have to take the shotgun and we need to go after them right now. Have to get it done to get the animal out of suffering. And oh, Jan, here are the tracks. So now we need to sneak on the tracks. And he will probably lay down quite soon or close by. But once it jumps up, it will have so much adrenaline that it will keep running like kilometers. So we will only have one shot probably. Look, here are the tracks.
Oh, look, here is blood.
Yeah.
These are the right tracks.
Yeah.
I think Tarmo saw something. Oh. You hit it? Oh, not nice to see that, but...
Yeah, but what a relief.
Yes, it's good in the end for the animal.
So sorry that it got like that, but...
The goal of this video was never just about getting 4000 calories. It was about learning what it feels like to hunt your own meat. I came here as a city person who simply buys meat in a grocery store. But I'm leaving as a person who from now on will treat every piece of meat with way more respect after seeing the hard work you have to put in for every single calorie.